ऊर्ध्वबाहुर्विरौमेशः न च कश्चित् शृणोति मे धर्मादर्थश्च कामश्च स किमर्थं न सेव्यते।
Maharshi Vyas, with his arms raised high, keeps on reiterating follow dharma. That itself will bring you arth, kam and moksha. But no one listens to him. The basis of life is Purusharth. Purusharth, the objective of life. The goal of that path which leads to right direction. The goal of those fortunes which accompany us on this journey of life. That's the goal of Dharma Purusharth. The goal of safety, which is the basic necessity of a person, or the goal of wealth, which is a means of happiness, that is the goal of Arth Purusharth. The goal of satisfaction, joy, and our happiness, that is the goal of Kam Purusharth. The goal of that state after attaining Dharma, Arth, and Kam takes one beyond Dharma, Arth, and Kam, even beyond joy and sorrow. That is the goal of Moksha Purusharth. These have been declared as basic human objectives by our ancient rishis, our ancient philosophy. Ved Vyas declares, O human, follow dharma, because only through that you will be able to gain all kinds of happiness. Who is succeeding in controlling his mind and his senses? Who is the one who is about to master his sense organs? Who is he who is about to merge with Brahma? Who is the one who is about to attain that knowledge after acquiring which nothing remains to be learned? Who is the one who is transcending his joys and sorrows?
You will not be able to master it, Vishwamitra. You will not. You will not be able to transcend this, Vishwamitra. You will not.
What noise is that? Who goes there? With his huntsmen for hunting and marching towards the Tapovan. Beware! Beware! The penance of Maharshi Vishwamitra is at its zenith now. Beware!
Who is disturbing the peace of this sacred grove? Who has destroyed the peace of this Tapovan?
Well, I didn't know that you were meditating here.
You have brutally put to the sword not a beast but my penance.
Forgive me, Holy Sir. I made a mistake.
What curse do I pronounce for you? To attain that very moment I gave up my kingdom, I gave up my wealth and performed intense penance as I was on the verge of self-realization.
Forgive me, sir. Please forgive me. Punish me with whatever, but please do not curse me. My subjects will be devastated. But sir, if you still want, you can take my kingdom. You can take my wealth. You can take my riches and my merit.
What is your merit?
Dharma. I have always remained steadfast in my dharma.
Who are you?
Harishchandra, a servant of the kingdom of Ayodhya.
A disciple of Rishi Vashisht.
Rishi Vashisht is my mentor.
Will you be steadfast in your dharma?
My mentor's grace is upon me.
Then give. As an atonement for your sin, give me your kingdom. Give me your subjects. Give me your treasury.
From this very moment, my kingdom, my subjects, my treasury are yours, Holy Sir.
How can you give away your kingdom? For an unintentional mistake of yours, my lord?
I have already promised that, Shevya.
What is the value of that promise? They are just words. Please break that promise.
To me, my words, my promise, is dharm, Shevya.
Then I too shall go along with you. I'll abide by the dharma.
And the disciple of Maharshi Vashisht took leave of his subjects, as Maharshi Vishwamitra had ordered him to leave the kingdom.
Give Maharshi the same love that all of you have given us. Always hold on to dharma. That alone will protect us all. Dharmo rakshati rakshata. Now please, permit us to leave.
Harishchandra! Are you going without paying the penalty?
I don't get it, Holy Sir.
The kingdom is compensation for disrupting my penance. But what about the sin of disrupting my penance? After gift, where is my dakshina?
Now I have nothing left to offer as dakshina, Maharshi.
Is that what the steadfast and righteous Harishchandra says? You have lost your kingdom, not your purusharth.
Please give me some time.
1 month and 1,000 gold coins is your penalty.
I accept, Holy Sir.
Where will you meet me?
Where everyone finds refuge, at the city of Dharma, Kashi.
The word which a husband gives to his wife every day, the wife gives to her husband. The word which a son gives to his father every day, the father gives to his son. The word which a king gives to his subjects every day, the word which a lover gives to his beloved every day, the word which a person gives to another person every day. In order to keep such a word, Harishchandra arrived at Kashi to procure 1,000 gold coins.
I have no idea, Shevya. From where will I get 1,000 gold coins? Which work will fetch me so many gold coins? If I sell myself even after that? Listen! 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 Listen to me! Listen, people of this righteous city. I'm in a great predicament, which is why I'm selling myself here. Anyone here can buy me and can make me do whatever they want.
What adversity has befallen you, due to which you wish to sell yourself?
I am honor bound. Can't reveal the cause of my anguish. Will you buy me?
What price do you expect?
1,000 gold coins.
One can get 100 slaves for that. Who would buy you for 1,000 gold coins?
Today is the last day, Shevya. I failed in my dharma. What will I say to Maharshi? There is just one option left for me now.
What is that?
To drown myself.
Are you out of your mind, my lord? Would dharma be upheld by suicide?
Then what shall I do, Shevya?
A young and beautiful maidservant will find many buyers. Why don't I sell myself?
What? What are you saying? Better to let me die instead.
I vowed to stand by you in joy and in sorrow, my lord. How can I break that vow today? I'm considered to be your other half. So let me share some of your burden. You have followed your dharma. Would I falter in mine?
1,000 gold coins. Look, the maidservant is beautiful and young. See? Make your bid, sir. Come on. 1,000 gold coins. 1,000 gold coins.
300 gold coins.
400 gold coins.
450 gold coins.
500 gold coins. Except if you wish, or else I'm going.
$500 gold coins, 1. 500 gold coins, 2. 500 gold coins, 3. Noble sir, the maidservant is yours.
Take it.
Why are you looking at your husband now? Come with me.
Ma, I too will go with you.
Please let me take him too along with me. He will not be able to live without me. He too will serve you along with me.
Of what use will he be to me?
Revered Brahmin, you are merciful. Please do not separate a son from his mother. My son too is your slave from now on. Please, give me just a few gold coins. 100, 50.
All right, I shall give you 100 coins more.
Take 100 gold coins.
Harishchandra! Did you see that? That is what you earned by following dharma. Accept defeat, I will forgive you.
Moon may end, sun may end. The world may cease functioning. But Harishchandra never stops thinking the right way.
Today is the last day.
The son of Dharma has not yet set Maharshi. I'm sure about this. Wherever there is Dharma, there would be victory.
Let's see. There is little time left for sunset.
Lord Bhaskar, please stand by me today.
And once again, Harishchandra went and stood in the market of Kashi.
400 gold coins, 400 gold coins, 400 gold coins. Sir, 400 gold coins.
100 gold coins.
400 gold coins.
150 gold coins. 200 gold coins. 250
400
gold coins.
Just 400 gold coins. Just 400 gold coins.
400 gold coins. Whoever you may be, I'm a scavenger chieftain. I cremate dead bodies and make a living at the cremation grounds. Do you agree to become my slave for 400 gold coins?
I agree to become your slave, sir. I agree, my lord.
Harishchandra kept his word. However, he had yet to clear the ordeal by fire. Queen Shavya was a maid servant today, and King Harishchandra, a lowly scavenger. The smoke from burning corpses had even dried the tears of Harishchandra.
Someone is coming this way all alone. Does she have no family?
After having lost everything, have I gained this? Why on you demigods for not being able to protect my son?
Bring the corpse here, lady. Shevya? What do I see here? What happened to my Rohitashva?
This is the result of your merits. I lost my husband. I lost my son. You continue swearing by dharma. Now I say, where there is dharma, there is no victory. Why on you, Vishwamitra? Why on you? Because of you, my son was bitten by a snake today. Because of you, I'm a maidservant today. Because of you, my husband is a scavenger today. My son Rohitashva.
Pay the charges, lady. So that I may cremate your son right now.
He's your son too.
Lady, I'm the slave of the chieftain. I cannot light any pyre unless the charges are paid for it. This is the command of my master.
The son of Ayodhya's King Harishchandra does not even have a shroud today. And still you demand charges from me? What sort of dharma are you upholding even today?
The dharma for which I gave up my kingdom. The dharma for which I sold my wife. The dharma for which I sold my son. The dharma for which I sold myself. How can I give up that dharma now, O lady? The righteous duty of a slave binds me to his master. Unless charges are paid, I cannot permit your son to be cremated.
So, Emperor Harishchandra, now you tell me, what do I sell to pay your charges?
If you cannot pay the charges, then give up half the clothes you are wearing as the charge.
Do you wish to undress your wife in the name of dharma? Then take this too.
Harishchandra. Blessed are you. Today you won and I lost. Your family is great. Blessed is your Acharya. Today I, Vishwamitra, bestow upon you the power of my spiritual practices. Get up, Rohitashva.
Some people say the story is good but not true. Should good stories not be true? Or should true stories not be good? Can any poet, writer, or author create such good stories or amazing poetry that does not include the society he is living in and the people who are known to him? Someone has rightly said, those people who do not stand for something very easily fall for everything. So that is why it is only dharma to which we should remain steadfast. Because dharyate iti dharma, it is only righteousness which upholds us.
Yasya prasada